Alright, this is part two. Star Child here. And it's like, I believe that January 16th, 2020 AD, sometime in the morning. And I was talking about some shit and shit. But if you've seen that video, you know what I was saying. So anyways, last night, I'm done with all these undercover reports. I pulled myself together. And I called the FBI to report these international crimes against children that are harmful and shit. Because when I finally got the last intel, so like 3 nights ago, I sent all my intel to their lead agent, Jay, what's his name? He calls himself Uncle Jojo of Wookiefoot. And their cover story is they're a hippie jam band, music festival, drug festival. And that shit is so fun. Like, that's what I grew up doing. And me and my friends rock that shit. And I'm always the dealer, so I do good. And things are rocking, and we're all a good crew, and everything's cool. But you know what happens when Satanists are doing that? Fucked up shit. Because they're consciously, intentionally, willingly, and knowingly saying all these good things to you while they're demonically and fucking hexing you and cursing you. And in part of my investigation, I met a young man who took some LSD at this Harmony Park in Minnesota, Geneva, Minnesota, Harmony Park, which is where my band's back in the early 90s. We built that place. It was our playground. It's a beautiful place. But it is so foully sacrilege and defiled and desecrated now. The only thing I can think of doing to it is burning it down. And that's actually the right, absolutely thing that needs to happen. Because once you get that kind of evil juju in that shit, it can't help but doing it back to everyone it's in. And that's why you hear about, bad locations, or you hear about people going to places and having these horrible experiences. Yeah, totally. Well, there's been a whole nother reality going on your planet. A whole nother reality. If you read about it in the Bible, it talks about it. I mean, it's the most read book on the planet, most distributed, for a total absolute reason. It's the whole manual, the Word of God, for the whole manual for living on this planet. And in one of the letters that Paul wrote, and Paul is my godfather, my grandfather. Paul is the reason that I'm alive. He sponsored me to try to save his daughter, my mom, Psycho Susie Q. Hey, call Sue Stevens. Let's start gang talking her, please. 651-263-2350. Call her and say, man, I heard about you. You fucking sick ass, fucked up. I mean, because I would be getting, beat the fuck off physically while they psychologically terrorized me, saying stupid shit like, you're a son of a bitch, you fucking little piece of shit. And then, the only kind of love I knew was that, I got to eat when I did what I was told or shit like that. I'm still it was so mind-fucked, so deep, so crazy as fuck. I didn't even remember none of my childhood till 10 years ago when I had a vision quest up on a mountain in California, in Alpha Omega, California. And a vision quest is a spiritual journey that a Native American man goes on when he's called to go up on the mountain for 3 days and 3 nights with no food and no water, just his sacred tobacco. In our Red Road spiritual tradition of the Native American indigenous, we have 4 sacred sacraments. tobacco is the number one. If you don't have none of the others, but you got tobacco, you're good. So let me tell you this. Okay? People been smoking tobacco on your planet way before you have memory of. And then in like the last 100 years or the last 50 years, all of a sudden the war on tobacco went out. And everybody says it got cancer. It gives you cancer. So that's what it did. Let me explain what a sacred, sacramental, entheogenic organism or food is. A sacred, well, sacred means it's very holy. It's precious. And it's special. It comes, like, it's special amongst all the creation that comes from God. And that's true for everything. And in our Anishinaabe culture, we say all life is sacred. And that's true. But I mean, and as a medicine man, I gotta let you know. These sacred, sacramental, entheogenic substances, what you guys know as drugs, which are bad. I don't do drugs, no way. Hell no. Why would I do drugs? Drugs are bad. Good job, Ronald Reagan and Nancy. And good job with that shit back in the 30s, bro. Or whatever. Because, I mean, we did that for a reason. Because I think people were getting a little too crazy. Because these foods are what every sacred book in all the cultural traditions that has writing left, which is only like the last 6,000 years, which is like a chapter in a book, to me, when you've been here for 13.776 billion, and whatever though, it's cool, you know? I mean, there's a reason that there's not any scriptures or temples or nothing like that 12 billion years old. I mean, the straight fact of the matter is, things decay over time. Like all these temples down in South America and they find these rocks all like so joined together, and they're like 30, 40, 50 tons, and they're sliced right together perfectly. You can't fit a piece of paper in them. But then the people who built them, and they show you these spots. You guys can see, I suggest, if you're like the average American watching 5 or 6 hours of TV a day, just start watching Ancient Aliens. It tells you a lot of really cool, good information. And then you'll be able to understand my culture a little bit. Anyways, I don't give a fuck ton. Shit, stone, flip, flop, cut, slit, shot, up there, fuck around, out, pop, retard shit. I mean, I've had it. See, I'm a 10-timer. As a scientist, our Anishinaabe tribal culture is known as we're natural scientists. And the name in English, one of the names in English is we're known as the real people. And now, before you had histories and before you had people claiming shit that wasn't theirs, but they claimed it though it was, what this was known as and what it's named after, it was known as Anishinaabe America. And where they get America from is that's my name. That's the original name. That's where it comes from. I'm going to tell you, history books have been trying to figure it out, or historians, and they're like this. I mean, say you're trying to figure out or explain, like, what, something you don't know and can't figure out, and so you just go ahead and take a wild guess at it. That's what is known about the history of America. And, like the whole 1492 Christopher Columbus shit show, bang, bang, fuck, uprock. Well, it goes back way more long than that. In fact, it goes back. Okay, so the planet is 13.776 billion years old. Now, how can I get this date? Well, I don't know at what date she was ready, but at one time in her early history, she was fully developed, and her womb was fertile, and I was conceived in her womb of Gaia here, down in the center in the crystal chambers, and when I was 3 days old, a 3-day-old embryo, the three fucking most, like, these three witches, you guys ever seen that Wizard of Oz shit? Like, I don't know, have you seen it when you were a kid? Like, when I saw that movie when I was a kid, I mean, every time that Wicked Witch of the West comes out, I'm like, holy shit, man. Oh my god, dude, whoa. Anyways, these three witches, they came for me on my 3rd day of conception. We're so far beyond the Wicked Witch. I mean, the Wicked Witch just like dropped houses and did fucked up shit. The way fucked upness of cubed fuck uppery, of absolute way beyond annihilation, their universe is just an exact opposite of ours. So like, our universe has life, their universe has death. But they still need to power it with something. See, everything they got in their dark universe, they've been stealing from our universe. And I believe these three witches who cut the stitches on my little son's britches and slivered up inside him and slithered his liver and inserted a letter that he would never deliver. Well, that's what they told me. So I'm like tripping out. But I think that's another one of their mind control programs. But we'll see. Okay? Because I gotta remind you, we got 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. And if you look around at what you have done to this planet, well, that's the reason why you're all just still doing what you're doing. Nothing at all, nothing at all. Nothing at all to save the life of all life on your planet. Nothing at all are you doing. Although a lot of you think you are, because that's what the commercials tell you. So you really think that by like switching your consumerism to an earth-friendly consumer and consuming more of it is like being way awesome. So those kind of people are what in the rainbow family of living life we call high holies. Because like, if you even say anything to them about it, they're just so like narcissistically aggressive. And most of these people are women. They're hardcore alpha wannabe women. And that's cool. That's cool with me. I want those women on my army. Fuck the men, man. Men are psychotic. They're psycho. The men ain't doing shit to take care of nothing. The only man I know that's doing anything to take care of anything is my boy Donald Trump up there. So now all you guys hate on me for loving Donald Trump. Well, he happens to be factually the only reason that you're still doing this whole American shit and feeling all American about it and feeling all like we the people, home of the free, home of the land of the brave, home of the free. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's blurry fuck? Whatever we say, we'll just tell them twice and make it in song. And we don't do shit. And we try to get away from the kingdom of England Because we are treasonous traitors, seceders, and instigators, agitators, and cross-dressers, and fucked up, dumb fuckers. And we're going to write a constitution for our people. Because, like, I'm trying to figure it out. Some deal was made. Obviously, which is why, I think the King of England, if I remember this right, he made it a good financial decision to let those all fucking treasonous traitor, the ones who were killing the redcoats, and like in your whole American shit show, the redcoats are just fucked up. Man, those redcoats in the Revolutionary War, killing all these Americans. Well, first of all, there weren't no America back then. And just to let you know some real history, there never was an America. United States of America never was. And you people are all about your Constitution and shit. Like, you're way off your rocks jolly shit on that. Like, if anyone does anything you don't like, you just, like, aggressively fucking rock on their shit and say, don't fuck with my constitutional rights. Which is exactly as planned in this whole shit show. This whole fucking trip shop is a slave compound, which is why you have all your info in the Social Security Department in the Federal Reserve, and your birth certificate is basically like what we've been doing. They've been doing birth certificates since God told the whole dude in the book in the Bible to do it. It's important. These fucking crazy fuckers are just absolutely homicidally, maniacally, absolutely retarded. And if you don't keep them chained down, and you don't keep their records in your fucking safe, they're just gonna go buck wild AWOL every time they see some kind of chipmunk or rabbit running around. And they're gonna go gang stalk that shit. Cause a chipmunk has more intelligence than they do. What are they? Oh, you all are gonna love me on this one. I wanna hear some serious hatred on this one. Well, if you read the Bible, they that I'm talking about, that you gotta keep them chained down and are called what's known as the female Homo sapiens sapiens. And I just want you to forget this human being shit. Cause I ain't met one Homo sapiens sapiens, what I call robo retardos, that has anything to do with humaneness and ain't being shit. Because here's the truth. If we turned off the whole global remote control electronic program, then all the women would just literally have no intelligence at all. Just literally what they were minimally provided with. And in the Bible, here's what it says. Why Adam or God created women, two things. To please and serve and raise kids for a man. And it was all good way back in then. Because a woman didn't even know that she was a woman. She didn't know what she was doing. She just got fucked, inseminated, gestated, does what a woman does, goes through labor. And back then, like, it was way much easier and simpler and quicker, kind of like a cow. You guys ever seen a cow give birth? Like cattle, you know? And I just love all these videos about how conscious and intelligent and shit a cow is. They're cattle, they're a cow, dude. If you watch them have a baby, you'll get it. They just keep standing there, and all of a sudden their baby plops out down 4 feet to the floor. And then they just keep standing there and standing there, but they're programmed. I mean, the baby cow, it just takes like 10 minutes, get all adjusted and shit, and then it gets up and stands right next to his mom. That's what female animals are created to do. They're programmed genetically to both mutually depend on each other's life. Except, I mean, well, the mom is programmed to have to feed her baby and raise it and nurture it, love it and protect it until it can do that for itself. Which in the biblical days was like about 8. And now you're also stupid as fuck. I mean, like, you guys have these great celebrations. When someone finishes 16th grade, it costs them $40,000 a year, and in 4 years, they gained a degree in natural science or whatever. My God, dude. In my culture, like, they're already born with that shit. And, we don't go ahead and sit them down. And, like, these college professors are all, like, worshiping shit. They're a professor. They're just doing the same thing your first grade teacher was doing, following a curriculum. A curriculum is a program of education where the teacher has the book. So do you. Teacher says, open to page 1. What do? You open to page 1. Policeman says, stop. Turn around. Put your hands up. Get down on the ground, fucker. Spread eagle, bitch. Or fuck you, man. Or throws you up against the wall. What do? Well, when there's 5, 6 of them, and they're fucking gang stalking you, and you're fucking, or you got 6 of them around you, and they all got their hands on their gun. Well, then, if you're wise, you just do whatever they tell you. Because if you don't, in Murderapolis, and in St. Paul is way big in Murderapolis this year, they shoot you. And you guys are all like, okay with this. Police. Well, you're, Minnesota here is where I'm from. It's not even Minnesota no more for me. For me, it's a Minnesota Zapatista People's Republic. The EZLN taught me how to liberate my indigenous tribal culture by just fucking staying inside my home and holding it down. Anyways, I invite you into the free world that totally has rules. And I invite you up to Anishinaabe culture. I invite you to call me at 651-235-5145 and book a trip to St. Paul, Minneapolis, the Twin Cities. And I'll be your tour guide. And I'll teach you some shit that you'll love. If you value learning anything. I haven't found no one that does yet. Like this retard I fucking rescued out of the hospital last week. So all he keeps talking about is need to make money. So I finally get him to shut up and stop interrupting me. After like 15 minutes, I'm like, dude, don't fucking interrupt me in my house. Dude. And the only reason he wasn't out the door the second he walked in is he's actually from the divine royal family lineage that I'm from, which is known as the Sangre Royale. Everyone thinks it's the bloodline of Jesus. No, it's a bloodline of Mary Magdalene. And the whole Jesus shit is just a cover story for the Magdalene bloodline. Yeah. So anyways, you can go see her in a 4th century church in France. She's just kicking it like dead skeletons do. But her spirit way lives on and abides. And is the reason why we're alive. So this holy family member the only reason I had to do what I did, to put up with this shit, is because his family has been investing in that since the 13th century. Like all of them. Everyone in the family that was working, which was everyone in the family. See, like it is in the Bible. And there still are, but they're all in hiding. Magi's, seers, mystics, visionaries. Now you know that as like a lady you pay $10 for. She looks in a crystal ball. She goes like, and then like a couple minutes later, she's like, well, here's the thing. Here's what it told me. You're going to have luck in love. Sometime soon. I don't know when, but sometime. A very awesome lover is going to come into your life. But you got to be careful. Because it said something about a financial problem or some shit. Anyway, they just tell you whatever. And then people that are like all like that, they just are all like great about it. And that's why the culture's so fucked up. Because they put a value price on the sacred, the holy, the pure, the almighty, the word. The reason I'm always working, and I've been working for 8 days straight now, and I just keep going in the hole, is because I follow the ancient code of a medicine man. And the ancient code of the medicine man is only taken by medicine men that are called to be medicine man, and they're born as medicine man, and they're raised as medicine man, and they study as a medicine man. And the only time they start working as a medicine man is when the good Lord Almighty God, the Father himself, the Creator, gives them the anointing, the appointing, and the allowance to do so. Nobody's cared about that for like the last 30 billion years or something. Or whatever. I do. Because I know the like infinitely reciprocity of what happens when you're not only approved and anointed, but you're just not that, and you're running a hustle selling drugs on the open market on price shit. And what you're doing then is you're sacrilege and cursing all that shit. And a lot of people actually know this today, because I taught them. If they don't treat you proper, if you're all like, yeah, this delivery is $40, and they're all like, yeah, man, come on, dude. Come on, I got 20 on it. And you've like literally came to their door, took a fucking hour out of your life for one delivery of a $40 sack, and they're all like that on you? Well, then you curse their shit. You curse it. Like this. Woe, woe, woe to thee. Curses be upon thee. Infestations. Microorganisms that destroy. And the more you buy, the more you need to buy, because you need it now. Because I cursed it and you're addicted. And you can't even comprehend that you're just dying, only staying alive enough to make way more money. And then what happens is like, you get their kids, you get their wife, and you sell them on the open market, because it's going to take you the next 20,000 years to lift the curse they put on you the second they said, Oh, come on now, man. I ain't got no $40. I got 20 on it. Or I got 30 on it. Or I got 35 on it. I mean, let me tell you this. Do you American people, or around the world people, do you go into a retail store, pick out a product that has a price tag on it, walk up to the cashier that scans it in a beep beep, and when she says $42.75, do you go, oh, come on, man, that's not worth it. Give me 20 on it. Hell no. I mean, you'd be stupid and insane if you did. Well, you're already stupid and insane and shit. That's why we got the remote control going. To keep it in an organized pattern, maintain peace and security, and we just allow enough murder to happen to fucking pay off the balance on what it costs to support you. Feed you, clothe you, insure you, nurture you, do you, fuck you, rape you, nigger you, whatever you want, and you're into, and you're all up in it, and you go out and get it like a good American, well, I'm going to tell you, the reason it's there when you go get it, you can just say, thank you, Uncle Sam. Thanks, Uncle Sam. Thank you, Uncle Sam, for being an awesome dude. Providing every single possible everything that I have ever wanted since we won the Revolutionary War and beat those fucking Redskins, man. They fucking claimed our, what did you call it? Claimed our freedom. What do they call freedom today? A democracy. Which the root word for that is demon. Democracy. Demon. Democracy. Demonic. These fucking Democrats are fucking insane. But it's what all the people that like straight up say we love freedom more. They're all fucking Democrats, man. No, they're not like Bernie in the Democratic Party. He ain't no Democrat. He's a hardcore socialist. Just like the dude that just fucking tanked and dumped Venezuela. You guys would not have been wanting to be anywhere in Venezuela in the last 5 years. Because literally, dudes are like selling their children. Dudes are like giving their children away for like 2 weeks more worth of food for the ones they got left. And even the American dollar was worthless. Because Venezuela was not anything to do with America. They were doing rocking. Well, what was that dude's name? Hugo Chavez? Well, the next dude must not have done what America told him to do. Or some shit. I haven't studied the whole situation, so I'm not going to go trying to be all up on it. I'm not going to feed you misinfo. I'm not going to just make up a story. Like all of your media does. All the media made up shit. Everything about the whole government of the United States of America. Well, the only reason they're doing that shit is because you pay them good for it. And then they go run their shit show like the impeachment process of Donald Trump. What a fucking hoot, man.